Hey everybody, it's Rob Sachetto. I'm in the studio, and you're joining me. If you can hear me, you are joining me. Hey guys, how are ya? How are ya? Hoping you're having a great week. It's going by like crazy. And if you can see what's here, you'll see that there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new zombie Pokemon drawings on the go. So these I did today. I think I had one done yesterday. Maybe 1 or 2. I think these 2 were done yesterday. So I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 today. Again, like quickly sketch them type of thing. So yeah, that's a lot of new Pokemon zombies. But wait, there's more. These I actually did yesterday in terms of painting them, getting them to the fully painted stage. Yeah, because I'm bringing them to CreatureCon, man, to work on for the folks as you call them. Yeah, for the people. And gonna be sitting there, doing some drawing. These are gonna be some of the drawings that will be there. So got these done. Yesterday. Even when I'm not here, I am working. Yeah. So did all of these steps for these new ones as well. And, yeah, man, even that one, I really like that one, too. I like the feathers there. Anyway. Yeah, so all of these, so what is that, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Lucky 13. Yeah, let's hope it's lucky 13. Douche. But yeah, these I will be bringing. Hopefully, what I want to do tonight is get these to this level, so that they're all able to be worked on this weekend while I'm at CreatureCon. Yeah, for the folks. Yeah, for the folks that come. I hope you'll be there. CreatureCon this Friday, Saturday at Plaza des Arts, and the Radisson Hotel is the other vendor venue. Yeah. One thing I wanted to say. I hope someone from the gang is watching. Adrian or Eddie or Douglas or Nat. There is construction on the Elgin Street side of Plaza des Arts. So it's down to 1 lane there. I don't know if that's going to make much of a difference to anything, or people expect that kind of stuff, but I'm just letting you know that lane, that Elgin Street lane, there's construction there, and I doubt it'll be done by CreatureCon. If so, cool, but I don't know. They've been working on that thing forever, and yeah, it's being worked on again right now. So just wanted to let you know. Keep forgetting to tell you. Yeah. And kind of want to tell the folks too what to expect if it's still doing that. Yeah. So anywho, like I said, you're in the studio with Rob Sachetto. I am he. I am the world's premier zombie artist. Lover of all things pop culture. Of course, Pokemon falls nicely into that category. I love doing zombie Pokemon. I just looked at the last number we're at, I think, is at 268. So we're at 268 Pokemon that I've done so far. There's so many! Oh my goodness! I wonder if I'll ever finish all of them. I don't know. Who knows? This guy, though, man, and anybody who's a comic book geek would totally agree. this character here, maybe I'll bring it down a bit so you can see what I'm kind of doing. This is that Zemno or Zemno or whatever character from Marvel Comics, man, and Zoidberg put together. Yeah, Zoidberg and Zemnu. Yeah, look it up. You'll see what I mean. It's a total rip off of that. It is Zoidberg and Zemnu. That's what this character 100% is. Yeah. I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, that's Zemnu for sure. And then I'm like, oh, that's totally Zoidberg's like crab-like arms or fingers, you know. Yeah. I cracked the Matrix, man. Yeah, somebody had to have seen that. That's too much of a coinky dink, man. Yeah. Whoever designed it. Yeah, guys, so totally looking forward to CreatureCon this weekend. My goodness, I can't believe in just, 2 more sleeps? 2 more sleeps. It's happening. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Can't wait. Yeah, it'll be a blast. It'll be fun and wonderful, and get to see a lot of people I haven't seen in a while too. I love that, you know. Perhaps new fans, you know. I believe I actually picked up some subscribers from my appearance at the Hammer Valley Shopping Center Comic-Con event. Yeah, which is wild, you know, which is really wild. So thanks so much for liking my work and supporting me, man. That's amazing, man. You know, to be able to do that, to be able to actually talk to people in the wild, you know, and have them support you that way, just, you know, at an appearance, that is really wonderful, I think, you know. And yeah, I hope you guys subscribe as well. If you haven't, hope I've earned your subscription. Press that little button, the shiny happy button. What do we do? That's just it. We don't know. Yeah. So we're into fall. Wow. Yeah, the days are getting shorter though. That really sucks. The light flickers out early these days, and that's always a downer. That's such a downer. Like, that sucks the life right out of you, man. You know, learning how to cope with that, like, year in, year out, it never gets easy, man. It never gets easy, you know. But you just tough it out. You tough it out. Yeah. It's dark, cold. The desolation is awful. Like that. It's just, yeah, it's weak, man. It's weak. I do not like it. I don't like the winters, man. You know, those super cold winters, yeah. Oh, how I despise them. And just like those super hot summers. And it's not the summer heat. It's more the humidity. Like that I can't tolerate. Yeah, that I can't tolerate, man. I ain't having that. But yeah, what are you gonna do? You know? Yeah. And you know what it is too? I think it has a lot to do, and like what doesn't, with art, for me. Because it's so much more difficult to draw in the heat, you know, paper-wise, everything, like every almost facet of drawing in the heat, like the humidity is negative, you know, it's not good. So yeah, Like the paper changes. It's way like your all your pens are gonna bleed in that paper because it's like it's puffy now. Like it puffs up slightly. Like it just reacts to the air pressure, right? So the moisture in the air, right? So everything's gonna change. Like the way you ink something is gonna drastically change in that, right? And sometimes no dehumidifying air conditioning thing is gonna really do much, So yeah, it's just hard. It's just hard to do. And then just the oppressive heat itself, man. Like draw like your hand, like if the side of your hand is on the page, you're gonna start sticking to that and like smudging things, and sometimes irreparably, So like to me again, it always goes down to the art. Like if I was a guy that was just like, you know what, I'm a yard care specialist or something, and I'm outside all the time, I wouldn't care. I'd be like, yeah, this is okay. I'm sweating a lot, but still, like, you expect it. But when you're drawing and you're covered in sweat, it's like, oh, this can't be happening, man. Yeah, and it's gross, and you stick to things. You don't have the same flow, man. You don't have the same flow. It's true. Yeah. You're trying to cope with the heat, man. Yeah. Energy goes to trying to cope with that. But the winters, oh, how I despise them too. Well, there's not much going on, right? There's not much going on in the winter, right? So travel is always a thing. And you know what? That literally, again, it has to do with art in the sense that I don't attend as many conventions as I'd like to because of the weather, right? Conditions. And driving and stuff like that. So, yeah. To me, most things usually head back to an artistic reason why, I like or dislike something, man. It has something to do with art in some way. I'm not trying to that's just how my life is, you know what I mean? Like I always think of that first because it's the thing I do the most, so of course I'm gonna, ping in on those things and talk about them. Got the wisdom there, Zemnu. I can't believe that, man. Zemnu and Zoidberg. Yeah, look that up. Mash those two together, you'll get this. So this is the stage we're at here. I'm doing these new Pokemon so I can work on them on the sort of more like finished. I can ink them rather at CreatureCon this weekend. Yeah, so people can see a show, Rob Sachetto show. Yeah, me drawing stuff, live at my table. Yeah, have some stuff to work on. So for you guys to see, Yes, as I always do for every convention, always have art to do while I'm there. For many reasons, right? You want people to know that you're the artist behind the stuff that you have at your table or booth or whatever, right? So, you want them to make the connection. Plus, it's something it's an icebreaker. People can ask you questions about what you're doing, or just check out the movement over there. What are you doing? People are naturally drawn to that kind of thing, So yeah, and you get work done. Hey ho, what's not to like, right? So yeah, always bring work with you if you're an artist, and you can work on stuff there. again, depending on what you do, type of thing. If it's feasible to do so, yeah. There. There's nothing less inviting than someone looking at a cell phone, behind a table. That's like just the least engaging position you can get yourself into. Try to be active and yeah, you want people to see your stuff, right? You want to engage, and yeah, and that's a great thing. That's what I love about doing conventions, man. It's great to talk to. Oh, that was gonna happen. Fans about stuff and get excited about the things you like. I love talking to fans of Godzilla because you know what? I gotta check the chat here. Check the chat. Check the Shah, or cat, as they would say. Okay. Good. There. Yes. So there we go. That's that Zimnu guy. What is his name? Obama Snow. Really? Come on. Obama Snow. Okay. Have it your way, Pokemon. Obama Snow. Abom Snow. That's the name. That's what you're going with. Okay. What do I snow? That's a good name. They must have a lot of other Pokemon that look kind of like him. But I find them all for me so far, I find them all pretty unique. Sure, there's mega similar ones, but really, and that's why I love doing these. Yeah, I really enjoy doing Pokemon zombies, man. It's really fun. Especially doing it. I've seen a million of the computer-generated ones, man, and okay, they're very cool. They're very cool, but I'm sure you could pump out 1 trillion of those mindlessly. But when you see it done with original art, it just takes on a different dimension, man. And that's why I love original art. Original art. And yeah, you hear more and more. Even today, I was reading. What was I stuck on anyway? Couldn't have been X. I was somewhere. Blue Sky, maybe? And yeah, another huge comic book record sale of original art. And I'm like, here it comes, man. This is my prophecy. This is my prophecy, man. Original art will go through the roof because there just won't be any more of it, being made. So all the stuff that has been made and is out there for auction or for sale won't be there for long because people will clue into the value of that stuff. So yeah, buy original art, folks. Buy original art. I really, while it's still, I'm seeing it literally right now. And what was the other? There was another article. Man, I'm thinking it was a comic book site now or something that I saw this on. What? I can't remember what it is now. Anyway, yeah. But the main thing that I remember was the auction where they sold off a ton of original comic book art for record numbers. Yeah. I don't even know who. I really want to check up on that because I want to know what it was, what comic book art Like from when? I have no idea what it was. I just saw the headline. So I don't know whose it was, like who's the artist, you know? But yeah. Record amounts. Yeah, if you got, you know what? If you've got the cheddar, man, invest in original art. Yeah, while it's still relatively, affordable. There's that Zemnu character, Zemnu and Zoidberg. Yeah. So I think he's just white and gray, right? White shaggy fur, dark green hands, feet, tail. Dark green, eh? Oh yeah. Dark green hands, feet. Oh yeah, and tail. Okay, right. But not face. Hands, feet, tail. Right, and it's like that. That's what it was weird because I'm like, man, I've never seen them use that green before, and it's a pine tree type green for this guy. Yeah, so easily that'll go over the gray. I'm gonna add a little bit. I'm gonna add a few more nuts and bolts in there, like some, maybe some brown. Always making it look weathered or worn or lived in or filthy or dirty, like anything on that spectrum, right? So you want to add those little discolorations and things like that. And like I said, this paper again reacts much differently than it used to. This is definitely a different type of paper, and I'm becoming climatized to it. Like I'm starting to get how I need to work with it. So yeah, because it has a different absorption rate for the water and drying time, which is the big thing for me, because the drying time, you want to mix colors sometimes on the page. And if it dries right away, you can't mix the color. But by the time you get to the next color, it's like you're back and it's already dry, so you can't mix it on the page, right? You can layer it, but you can't mix it, Yeah, so that's a thing, right? Now you have to figure out a way around that, and it is, to layer it. Somehow, and you can layer stuff a lot with watercolor. I feel, but there's a certain point that depending on what kind of paper you're using and well, many factors really, it'll tell you when enough's enough. You know what I mean? And then you know when to back off on being too excessive with the water, being whatever, handling that paper in whatever way you're doing, right? So, there. I think that Zemnu guy's good for now. So, who's next? Oh yeah, I don't think I haven't forgotten the Marvel Zombie thing. There's the Iron Man so far. So, got the big details on him. That's the original Iron Man from Tales of Suspense. Yeah, Tales of Suspense. Tales of Suspenders. Yeah. 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 Shellhead. Yeah, so, and again, this one was really just out of my memory of him. I didn't use reference for this guy. So I'm like, yeah, I think he kind of looks like this. And yeah, I think he does kind of look like this, but I might be way off too. I'm like, is he even, I thought he was yellow. Then I'm like, no, the early one was gray, right? And then I'm like second guessing myself, and I'm thinking, oh, did he have like those two things on top at this stage? Yeah, so anyway, I kind of did my version of him, and I think he looks Iron Man-y enough for people to recognize him as that old Iron Man, you know, the first one from the Tales of Suspense comic, you know. Yeah. There. So, yeah, I was doing that. And a bit of that Spider-Man too. But again, I want to get these Pokemon ones going because I haven't done them in a while, and I was really on a roll with them. So yes, I'm gonna. And I love doing them. I love doing them at cons. I love doing them at cons. You know, they're just that sort of easy. The paper's big enough. Kind of everything's done. I can just sort of relax and ink things. You know, and I kind of love that. Because otherwise I have to bring water and paint and all that kind of stuff. So, you know, I take it to the point where I don't need to do that anymore. I don't need to bring, like, you know, watercolor paper, or watercolor paints and water and stuff, you know, at the table. So I get, you know, it done to this point, basically this point, so I can just ink while I'm there. Yeah. That's what I normally do. And it's really motivating, too. Like, it's super motivating because I'm like, oh, you know, I got a con coming up. I better, you know, get in gear and do some new Pokemon or something, whatever. It doesn't really matter. But normally, like, lately it's been Pokemon because, like I said, they're great. They're fun to do. And people recognize them, too, sometimes, right? Although I'm doing Pokemon that are probably pretty obscure at this point, you know? That's how I kind of feel. Like, cause kids aren't like yelling out their names, you know, when I'm drawing them type of thing, you know. So yeah, it's kind of funny because yeah, they know like Pikachu and, you know, Golduck and like, you know, first, second, I guess, Gen. But maybe after that they're not as familiar. I don't know. Kids. What a great time at that Comic Con they had at the mall recently. At the mall. It's fun at the mall. It's fun at the mall. I'm not a mall guy anymore. I used to be a mall guy. I used to work in a mall. Yeah. you know the type. Yeah. Yeah, so yes, worked in a mall, man. Yeah. For years. Yeah. Yards and yards. You could smoke in the mall. You could smoke in the mall back then, man. Oh, that's so gross, man. That's so gross. You know, but of course I did, right? Because you could. You know. But that's so gross. Like, yeah. Yeah. I can't even imagine that now. You know. And thank goodness for that. Like, oh, that's so gross. You know. Yeah. Back in the days. Yeah. There we go, guys. Old man reminisces about old days. There. How you guys doing tonight? I hope you're having a great evening. We're blasting through the week at incredible paces. And wow. Yeah, I know that I know the rest of the year is just gonna like blast by. At this point, I think, you know. But I hope you guys tune in to more live streams. I will sure be doing them. I'd like to think of a few maybe contests of some kind that we could do with y'all for original art. You know? Guys, I can't thank you enough for subscribing. More subscribers with each episode. Oh man, I'm honored, guys. Really, I am. Honestly. So thank you for the both new and old subscribers. You all mean the world to me. I really appreciate your interest and your support. Got some new subscribers, so thank you guys. It's a wonderful thing. Makes me raises my eyebrows every time. Raises my old eyebrows every time. Yeah. So thanks a lot for that, guys. So we're drawing more new and the new zombie Pokemon here today, here tonight in the studio. If you're just tuning in, I'm Rob Succhetto, inventor of zombie portraits, artist behind more zombie art than anyone on the planet, this planet, our planet. I wrote and illustrated the Zombie Handbook. I've been in the industry as a professional artist for about 40 years now. Perhaps more than 40 years. Perhaps more than 40 years. Yeah, it's been a very interesting career. I'm the zombie guy, man. I'm the zombie guy, and I love it. I love it. I'm proud and happy to hear it when people call me that, introduce me as the zombie guy. It's all good. Yeah, invented zombie portraits back in 2006. It's going to be our 20th anniversary next year. So really looking forward to that. If you haven't gotten a zombie portrait yet, what are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Grab a zombie portrait today by going to zombieportraits.com. Yeah. And go to Zombie Daily for new zombie art every single day. Every single day. Zombie art like this, except finished. Yeah, so we're doing zombie Pokemon. More zombie Pokemon. I love doing the zombie Pokemon. Why? Because they're like kaiju. They're like little kaiju, man. And I love Godzilla, I love, those types of movies and of course Godzilla and stuff, so it's like doing a bunch of those types of kaiju, That's kind of how I see it, that's kind of how I see it, that's how I picture it, like, these are all like really unique and different, weird creatures, right, so, yeah, they're kaiju, man. And I kind of see them as the Godzilla type kaiju, So now we're going to add the gray washes to this one. Now that, again, it's more fully penciled, I know exactly kind of where I'm going with it. It's more fleshed out. Pardon the pun. Pardon the pun. Pardon the punny human. Punny. I said punny. I used to think it was punny. Like, oh, puny. I read punny. For the longest time. In the Hulk comics. Yeah. Fool! Expel him! Adding the gray undertone on there. Some of it you might even end up just using as that gray, as that gray, as that gray. You find that man, find that man, find that man. Put a beat to that. Give me a beat. Find that man, find that man. Yeah, so even I believe this part of the tail is, or the scythe, whatever you want to call it, is red, I think. Is red, I think. It is red, I think. I think it's red. Yeah, it's red on the outside. But nonetheless, we'll have the gray wash under it, to give it more dimension. Mention. There. Mention. Yeah. There. Yeah. There. Yeah. There. It's a video game. Yeah. There. It's true. That's what life is. Nothing but a video game. There. Okay, I think it's done. Yeah, I think it's done. I think he's done in terms of the gray wash quotient that we're doing there. And now, who would like to be next? Oh, what is this little guy's name again? Lillipup. Yes. Yeah, I love this guy. I love this guy. No, I love this little guy. Yeah, he's really quite cute. Even in his zombie form, and even the name is cute. What is it again? Lillipup? Yeah, Lillipup. That's awesome. Yeah, this is fake. This is fake happiness. No, I love this stuff, man. I love this stuff. It's true. I mean, I wouldn't be drawing it if I didn't like. You know what? There it is, right there. I wouldn't be drawing it if I didn't like it. Yeah, no amount of what's the word? Attention that I would get through drawing Pokemon, characters would be worth doing this many, man. If I didn't like it, yeah. No, yeah. Your Honor. So yeah, I really like how he did the mouth for this. It's crazy, man. Yeah, he's got a crazy mouth with crazy teeth. Yeah, teeth you wouldn't expect almost. Yeah, yeah. Like when the dog in Blade, when the little Chihuahua's mouth opens up and it's one of those Reaper vampires. Yeah, kind of like that. You didn't expect that, you know. But that kind of weird mouth. Yeah, that you don't expect, that you don't suspect. There. You guys seeing that? You guys seeing that, man? So yes, what is that back thing? Oh yeah, dark blue back shape. Dark blue back shape. Dark blue back shape. Yeah, everything's a techno song. I'm listening to too much Gorillaz, man. Yeah, dance. It's dance. It's techno, man. There's so much goodness in there. Yeah. 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 Gotta check the chat. Duh. Jer Bear, the first ever live I've ever joined, just for you, Rob. How can something be so evil and cute looking? Yeah. Wow, just for me, that's huge, man. That's huge, Jer Bear. That's massive. So, wow, shout out to Jer Bear. Thank you so much for that. I know how you feel, man. I've done it before too, you know. So yeah, but I hope that you are entertained. Yeah, wow, that's great. How can something so? Yeah. So thanks for coming, man. I really appreciate that, of course, and thank you to everybody that's watching. Of course, please subscribe to the channel while we're on the subject, and you'll be better off. You'll be better off. Yeah, trust me, you'll be better off if you subscribe. Trust me. Yeah. You'll have a better life. You'll have a better life. It'll be a better life if you subscribe. So, yes. I will try to make that happen for you. So here we go with some wonderful Pokemon zombie action. Yeah. In preparation for CreatureCon this weekend, Friday, Saturday. Yeah, looking forward to that. Big time. Can't wait. Guests. Horror vendors. Oh, man. Yeah. Films. Wow, yeah. Just an amazing time. This will be the fourth CreatureCon. Fourth CreatureCon. Fourth. Yeah. So now, super hitting their stride, man. Super hitting their stride. It's going to be an awesome weekend, guys. Come out, say hi. I'll be there. There'll be a lot of great guests and me. Yeah, so come say hi and watch me draw for in real life. In real life, yeah. This is pretty live, but man, that doesn't get more live than that. You'll be right there watching me draw. Is this tail? Light brown body, cream face, hair, dark blue back shape. Okay, dark blue back shape. Yeah, that's what got us into this mess in the first place. Dark blue black shelf, black blue black bow, dark blue black shape. Yeah. Okay, so adding in a couple more zombie-ish characteristics in there. Doing that. Yeah, the hair. So the hair, you know what, and I love kind of doing that, that kind of, fade with the details, especially along that crest there, those types of lines. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm working on that same crazy paper that has that really has a lot of bumps and things on it. So that's the paper I'm using now. That's the dollar store watercolor paper I'm using now. Yeah. So I gotta go with it. You know what? I don't mind. Like I said, I'm getting kind of used to it. I kind of know what to expect out of it now. But when I first started using this, it was reacting all wonky and everything. And I think that was the Marvel Zombies. So I had to figure out how to do work, do the painting on them, do the watercolor on them. Yeah, because it wasn't reacting the same way as the other watercolor pad did. So, anywho, yeah, I'm using it now, and that's fine. There. Yeah, I think that's great. And I think what I'm going to do with his eyes, same thing. I'm going to fade them out at the bottom. Yeah, really, really work that anime eye type thing that they do when they do animes. Yeah. And then I'll probably end up putting a few more hot spots in there. Glistens. Yeah. Those anime things that they do, right? And I remember seeing anime for the first time and being literally I was like, what am I watching here, man? This isn't cartoons. This is something else, man. And being able to spot the difference right away like that, I was like, oh my goodness, this is really cool stuff. The fluidity of the motion and just different storytelling techniques within the animation too. Everything, the color palette, everything, was there was shadows on stuff, and those freeze frame things where the background's moving, all these different storytelling techniques with anime, right? So I was just like, wow, this is so cool. And I think the first anime I ever saw was it was on a French channel. It was called Goldorak. And it was the Grandizer Shogun Warrior, which, man, the more I've ever looked into it, the more confusing all of it is. But he's the Grandizer Shogun Warrior, but he has this animated or anime show called Goldorak on the French channel that I had. I had 3 channels back then, right? This was 70s, man, and 70s, 80s, I guess. So yeah, Goldorak was the most incredible thing I'd ever seen. And you'd never know when it was going to come on. You know, so I'd be flipping channels and I'd see it and I'd be like, nobody touch the TV, man. Like it's Goldorak time, you know. And he'd fight a new monster every episode, like a new space, freaked out space monster, kaiju. And there was like these aliens, like they'd have like these sort of Illuminati, like sort of like what are we gonna send next? Like what's our next plan of attack? And they're all like standing or floating around in a circle, and like they're all weird and different. Like one of the guys' faces opens up, and another, like a little dude, comes out on a platform and starts talking. And I'm like, as a kid, it's like blowing my mind. You know, I'd never seen anything that like crazy before, or like interesting and different and like ingenious, you know, like in animation before. So yeah, I loved anime the first moment I saw it, really. What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna do this. Yeah, somebody said you're like the Bob Ross, but with zombies, or something like that. Something like that. I can't remember what the exact quote was now, but I was like, oh, I love that. You're like Bob Ross, but with zombies, or something. Yeah. What a great gentleman, eh? Bob Ross. And I've done him as a zombie too. Well, he's great. He had such a unique look and a unique style, you know. Yeah. What a great, artist and communicator and person, and yeah. It's true though. You know, it's really important to support the people that you like, the things that you like, while you're able to, you know, because a lot of stuff like doesn't get far without the support of of fans and things like that, because that's kind of how the world just works now, you know. So it's more homogenized and made more corporate and whatever, and the art sort of dwindles. The art aspect of it really dwindles for marketing and what kind of toys they can sell, and like, man, so many things, right? So many things that have nothing to do with art. So, like, to see truly interesting and, like, wow, finally someone did this, like, to see stuff like that, man, the indie creators are really the place to go for that kind of stuff, you know. Yeah, so if you can support indie creators, you know, it's the best thing. It's the best thing because, again, they keep things, they keep things real and not, monetized. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's true. It's true stuff. Like, it's true stuff, and it's, often doesn't follow the same rules that apply to, filmmaking and the more popular ways of, the more popular avenues to get seen, right? So, there. I think that's actually pretty good. Oh, yeah. Let's put that in the good pile. What are we gonna do next? What are we gonna do next? Oh yeah, mammal sloth. Mammal swine, Rob, stupid. Mammal swine. Yeah, so we'll do this one next. Stupid. Dumbhead. CreatureCon is gonna be sick this year, no pun intended, I'm sure, Chair Bear. Rob things at the cons. Yes, that is the things that I do at the cons, man. Is the drawings. So glad you could stop in, Jer Bear. Really appreciate the effort, and hope you're enjoying the proceedings as we continue. Yeah, love the chat. It's awesome, man. I'm gonna head back to the other channel here. There we go, which is in real time. And I will check the chat. Period. I keep looking at that clock. It doesn't work. The battery's dead. I haven't changed it yet. Yeah, I've been busy. Yeah. So apparently, in the 3 seconds of research that I did on this particular Pokemon, the tusks are made of ice. Yes. So I'm kind of leaning into that a little bit. And for the zombie version, and kind of showing more of that in terms of, maybe icicles, blood icicles. You sure you're talking about Pokemon? Yes, I am. Yes. Blood icicles. Yeah, blood icicles, I say. and these, bloody tufts of fur and stuff like that. So yes, adding that kind of stuff. But yeah, I'm putting the I'm putting the sort of icicle thing inside of the teeth. What are they called? Horns? No, horns. Hoof. Tusks. One of my friend's favorite movies for some reason. Tuscavarna. Yeah, tusks. So yeah, I'm adding some icicle drip off. Drop off, icicles coming down, stalagmites, if you will, stalactites. There. So yeah, and making them look a little icier. There. Yeah. So, adding those kind of details in to kind of embellish a little bit and texturize that. And you know what? I might not even use all of this. I might actually erase some of it to make it look like there's a shine on. Like I'm just putting that in right now because I'm working it out. Like I'm working out the drawing. Maybe I'll get a bit closer here. Yeah, because I'm working out the drawing. So I'm putting the stuff in that I think I might use, and that's why it's very quick. Like it's very quick to do that. And then before I put the wash or the gray wash on it, I'm going to look at it and make sure that it's tip top before I do that. But he's wearing some kind of mask. They call it a mask, but I know it's kind of like part of his flesh. Which is why it's rotting. Yes. You sure you're talking about Pokemon? Yes, I am, yes. Who's this guy again? Oh yeah, Mammo Swine. Why, Ayana? How dare you? How dare you? Mammo Swine. You Mammo Swine. How dare you? Mammo Swine. Thanks, Pokemon. Thanks for giving me some treasured words. Mammo Swine. You Mammo Swine. Why? Ayano. Yeah. There we go. There we go. And yeah, I know that typically the hair is over the I guess toes, feet, whatever. But here I'm kind of peeling it back, so you can see more of them. More of them. I do have a bit of a sinus thing. Yeah, I apologize, guys. I do have a bit of a thing still. So yeah, got a bit of a word trouble. What's this? It's a blue piece of something. Oh, gross. It's a coffee film. It's like a snot. It's like snots. It's like snots on a chalkboard. I get it all? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Yeah, it's just a film on my coffee. Don't want no film on my coffee. You know, like chocolate pudding? Chocolate pudding? Yeah. That developed a film on my coffee. There. So now we have some nice texture to go with. Yeah. There. I really like this character. Really cool to zombify, I find. Yeah. Yeah. And I think color-wise it'll be kind of cool too. The browns. I'm gonna add some nice blues in the browns. I'm gonna add some blues in there. Take that for a ride. Yeah, there, like very, like extremely zombie-ish. Yeah. Yeah. Wonderful. Almost ready to go. So, by looking at these tusks, as we earlier mentioned, I'm gonna have to kind of, I think I'll have to treat them the same way. So, in saying that, I'm going to put as much detail as I think I might ever need to go on with the inks, that is. And then maybe put a nice reflective light through it. We'll see. This, again, guys, this is, sure, I'm doing the Pokemon characters, but, I'm doing them a certain way. I'm zombifying them. So it does take some working out, right? It's not just like, oh, it's so easy, you just turn this into teeth and blah blah blah, and like, you got to get the character. You want the character to look like the character that you're doing, first and foremost, and then where to put the. So you're problem solving a lot of stuff too as you're drawing, right? And that's why you're sort of working stuff out, and rather than sort of rushing things, yeah, and testing things out and erasing stuff, things of that nature. Yeah, because of course, like I mentioned, nothing's at stake. Nothing's at stake. You can fix almost anything, or don't worry about it. Just do something else. Depending on what kind of artist you are and want to be. If you just want to start drawing, for example, for no other reason than the relaxation that comes with it and the freedom that comes with it, then that's all you ever have to do. You never have to worry about showing anyone your work. That's just your private stuff, man. That's just stuff that you like to doodle and stuff, and maybe write things down and whatever. Have like an almost visual diary, of your day and stuff. Oh, I'm gonna draw this today. That will sum up my day or represent my day. That drawing of maybe that bird or that flower or whatever, and that represents that day for you, type of thing. There's so many ways you can make yourself draw stuff, trick yourself into drawing things and enjoy it, yeah. And that's one of them, do a drawing a day or do a drawing a week or whatever, and just sketch and stuff. It's a lot of fun, and like I said, guys, I'm not selling anything, man. I vouch for that. It does that for me, and I highly recommend it. I really do, really eases a lot of tension in your brain compartments. You're using a different part of your brain to draw, right? You're using a different part of your brain to sort of solve these little inconsequential problems, type of thing. So you're using since you're using those parts of your brain, the other parts are sitting there going, "Oh, we're just chilling, man." they're taking a nap. So yeah, let them rest. You'll feel more well rested the next day. There. Yeah, I think that one's good. I kind of do like the horns, the tusks, super detailed like that. Let me see what it looks like here, though. Oh yeah, I like that too, though. Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that sort of mid highlight in there. Yeah. Well, we'll see. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to put the gray wash on. You put the gray wash on. I put the gray wash on. I put the gray wash on. I'm going to put the gray wash on. And then go on to the next one. Go on to the next one. And the next. And the next. Never stop drawing. Drawing. Never stop drawing. Always drawing. Always with the drawings. Always with the drawings. Yes, it's true. It's true, always with the drawings. I say. Guys, I hope you're having a great night. I hope you've had a great week so far. The excitement is palpable. The acetaminophen is palpable. Yeah, the CreatureCon of the century is coming up, and I'm looking forward to that big time. As I mentioned earlier, I just wanted y'all to know there is a bit of construction going on in front of the Place des Arts, but I don't think it will. I don't think it will mean too much for traffic. It's just down to one lane for a bit. Yeah. And I don't think it'll be done by the time, the event starts. So just a heads up. Yeah, no biggie. Again, I don't think it will. I don't think it will do anything to incur anyone loading in either. I think that's pretty much not an issue where that is too. So sorry guys, I'm trying to concentrate a little bit there to stay within the lines type of thing. And then I just saw something that I really want to capitalize that I kind of did on accident. On accident. I kind of did on accident, but I want to capitalize on later. So I wanted to keep my eye on that. So yeah, I probably went off the rails there a little bit for ya. You like that? Gee, I went off the rails. No way. There. We're all a little crazy. There we go. There we go. Yeah, get some nice gray in there. And y'all know why I'm putting the gray, right? The gray acts as a color dampening technique. I'm going to put the color on top of the gray, but it will take out some of the brightness or highness of the color. So it also shows depth underneath those colors that you're putting on top. So it's basically what I'm doing is doing washes on top of washes type of thing, of watercolor. But not too many, just basically 3 or 4, for each Pokemon. It's usually how many colors they have. 3 or 4 for the most part, sometimes less. I don't know about more. But yeah, like they're simplified, right? Like, I mean, that's cool. There. All right, so that's another. Now we'll do this crazy one, man. What was this one again? Frostlass. Yes. Okay. All right. Yeah, we can do this. That has a bit of a shape to it, but I don't want to really give it. I don't want to give it too much of a octagon shape because I want it to look like it's broken or something. But yeah, crazy design here for this one. Yeah, the arms are coming out of the head, and then she's got this sort of kimono, but with this fin, I guess. Yeah, it's kind of weird, man. It's kind of weird. But I'm adding some weird, I guess, the parts you can see inside of the eye. I'm kind of adding my own little weirdness in there, I'm adding. It kind of looks like she has like a skeletal nose in there, So yeah, Yeah, that's what I'm kind of adding to make the face look more zombie-like, having that actual, with the opening, it looks like a skull. Now I think this is a protrusion, the way it looks in the reference material. Like, I'm looking at the reference. I don't have the reference material here, but I think it's a kind of a protrusion. But if it isn't, I'm kind of making it look like that. So yeah. But this is weird. Like, this is crazy. And I'm gonna put a vein through that. Yeah. Yeah. Because, yeah, that's so weird. Like, the arms are coming from the head or ear area or whatever. Habza, Habza. Yeah, weird. Weird but cool. That's what I love. Like, again, that's what I love about these. They're weird. Like, what's not to love, right? Like, yeah. And that's a fin. That's not the kimono's up here. Kimono's up here. Yeah, kimono's up there. And made the crystals all jagged and, yeah, like they grew more out of her head. Yeah. There. Yeah. Pokemon zombies, man. Pokemon zombies. That's what we're doing tonight in the studio, guys. I am Rob Succhetto, Earth's Zombie Art Laureate. I've drawn more zombies than anyone on planet Earth has. Wrote and illustrated the Zombie Handbook. Invented zombie portraits back in 2006. And as I mentioned, yes, I've drawn more zombies than anyone on planet Earth. And how do I know this? I'm doing it right now. Still doing it. Really started the whole zombie career back in 2006 when zombie portraits hit big. We went worldwide like overnight, and it was utterly insane. So yeah, that was a very massive reaction to zombie portraits, which was great. So been doing the zombie stuff ever since. Created Zombie Daily back in 2008. So yeah, all the Zombie Daily still going. It is on my Patreon page now. Of course, the link is in the description below for you guys to check out. More zombie art on there than anywhere on Earth, especially done by one individual. And maybe you'll find your next tattoo there too. Who knows? There's a lot of cool images there, man. You know, I'm not saying, but I'm saying. You know, saying. Not saying, but I'm saying. Yeah, check it out. I'm gonna check the chat. Speaking of checking things out. Hey guys, it's Rob Succhetto. Gotta hop off for tonight, but hope to catch you on the next live. See you this weekend. All right, Jer Bear. Nice outro. I love that. Gotta hop off tonight, but hope to catch you at the next live. See you this weekend. That's the voice you gotta say that in. Thanks a lot for stopping in, Jer Bear. Yes, I'll see you this weekend. As I hope to see many of you this weekend. This weekend, Friday, Saturday, Plaza des Arts, Radisson Hotel. One venue could not hold it. Yeah, massive horror convention. For those of you not in the know, but now are, you can still attend, I believe. You can get tickets online. CreatureCon, that's CreatureCon, con with a K of all things, but it's true. It's damn true. Check that out. Get tickets. Many guests. I'll be there. Many awesome guests and me. Yeah, great promo skills. Great promo skills. Yeah. There'll be some great wrestlers there, and me. There. I would like to thank myself. Those old wrestling heel promos, man. Some of those are just gold, spun gold. Okay, so I think I know where I'm going. Excuse me, with this. So I am going to, man, what do we got here? We got two left. Left, right, left. Okay. Okay. There. Yeah. Yeah, that's a nice, relatively neutral gray. Yeah, relatively neutral gray. Yeah, pretty neutral. How does a man become neutral? Yeah, Futurama, man. Futurama had its hits. It didn't always hit, but it had its massive hits. Some episodes were like transcendent. Others confusing. One of them almost broke my brain with sadness. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you ever watch Futurama, I'm not even gonna say anything about it. If you know what I'm talking about, you know. But it's a Futurama episode, and it will. That ain't going away, man. That's leaving a mark. That's leaving a mark inside. That's leaving a mark inside your brain, your very soul. Yeah. Don't watch it. Yeah, it's but Futurama, man. Like that Robot Planet one, I think was one of my absolute favorite ones ever. You know, oh man. Then Calculon. Mind if I give the eulogy? Calculon. It's like, that's so well done. I love that. All of my circuits. Oh my god. I love that character. Yeah. Calculon. Mind if I he just milks it out as far as it'll go. All right, so we're gonna get to the counseling. This again is one of those ones that it's a cat, so I'm not good at them. I'm not good at cats. No, you know what? That might be neither here nor there. This particular cat, I think I'll be able to extrapolate the musculature and things residing therein. Yeah, because I think I've drawn most of it. And I'm giving it the back leg. The back leg does not appear on the reference I used for this. So I'm putting in the back leg, like the knee and stuff. And yeah, there's gonna be tons more hair. Within, like, it's all gonna be soggy and greasy and gross. But want to get those strands in. What is the dark purple head, body, tail? Okay, so it's gonna be dark purple, but and yeah, it's gonna be seen though. I think it's gonna be seen. Yeah, it's gonna be seen. I think. Yeah, and I'm just making up the musculature, but I'm like, yeah, probably right. Oh, there's a fruit fly on my. Oh, got you. I'm all swarmed by PETA. No, you know what? Fruit flies, man, and I've somehow been getting them. I'm getting them. They're usually incredibly evasive, but man, I've been like that one. I just got, and I've been kind of fearless in what I'm smashed them on. Like the mirror the other day, I smashed on a mirror, and then that was art over there that it was on. Yeah, they're just super annoying. Hate to kill something because it's annoying, but for goodness sakes. And then they just like they're around everything. It's not just fruit, Yeah. It's not just fruit they like. It's living flesh. They're after your living flesh. What are those things? After your living flesh. What? Yeah, there. Yeah, there. Yeah, I think that's a good. Looks good. I like the hair, like kind of sort of gross, greasy, and all like down like that. Yeah, greasy. There. Yeah, I like that. I like the teeth. The teeth. Yeah, I like that. You sometimes don't know where it's gonna go. With the Pokemon. Sometimes you don't know where it's gonna go. Like I don't know where it's gonna go. I'm literally making them up as I go along. So I'm obviously using the Pokemon in question as reference, but completely, using my zombie resources embedded deep within my brain over the years. I'm just kind of riffing on the zombie characteristics, and just again how it's going to look, texture wise and what am I showing? Am I showing bone there, or am I showing dirt or whatever? And it's like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to put some soil or just crud. General crud. I am General Crud. Yeah, General Crud, in there. India. Yeah. Yeah. I hope you guys are digging the live stream. I hope you're digging the live stream. I hope you've been watching a few of the other ones. And yeah, checking out the progress of your zombie art laureate for the planet Earth, your esteemed zombie artist. Yeah. He's getting tenure, man. Yeah, doing some Pokemon. And the Pokemon that I am doing, I'm going to be bringing to work on at CreatureCon, which is this weekend, Friday, Saturday at the Place des Arts and Radisson Hotel. It's too big for one venue, man, and it's true. It literally is too big for just one venue. So yeah, two places. Get your tickets if there are still tickets to be gotten. You're gonna have a ball. CreatureCon, man, CreatureCon, and yes, I'll be there as well, of course. Looking forward to it. I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a lot of fun. Always is. Great time. It's one of those ones that, you always know it's going to be good. People are going to enjoy it. And that's what I love. I love seeing people enjoy themselves at those things. Like that electricity in the air. You know what I mean? His back paws are cream. Hind paws. Yes, I knew it. There. Yeah. There. Yeah, I like that. Huh? Yeah. Okay, so next step, wash. Oh, and then we have this grottle. Like I'm sure they based that on grotto because he sort of looks like a grotto. Yeah. Oh man, it's hard to come up with like that many names unless you're totally doing like crazy, like obviously some of these are mash up things from real animals and whatnot, but to come up with. I think I'm up with, like, how many Pokemon are there? 1,200? Yeah, something like that, I think. So to come up with 1,200 names, yeah, can be pretty tough, I am going to do, I know there's cream colored areas in here, but I think they will weather the gray because I don't think it's going to be too dark. Mass hysteria. What's up? Is that Pokemon? CreatureCon. I never heard of that. Yeah, CreatureCon is happening in Sudbury this weekend, Friday, Saturday. It is a horror convention with films, vendors, horror guests. I talked about it more in the other live streams when I was actually doing the custom art for that convention. So I was doing the guests as zombie portraits, and I did the exclusive print for that con too, which was based on an EC, a well-known EC comic cover. So yeah, check those live streams out too, and you'll actually see more and hear more about CreatureCon. But yeah, CreatureCon is it's the fourth annual CreatureCon happening in Sudbury, put on by Sick, and yeah, they're doing it up, man, as they always have, and gotten some great guests. I'll be there too. As I said, there's some great guests coming, and I'll be there also. Yeah. So Yeah, and I'll be doing these Pokemon. I'll be finishing these Pokemon there. That's what I'm getting them prepared for. Is for this weekend's con, so I can work on them at the table when I'm there. So getting these ready, getting these prepared. What's this one named again? Purloin. Purloin. Really? With the two R's. Okay. It's tough. Names are tough. Names are hard. Yeah, Purloin. The Purloin letter. Alright. That's top Purloin beef. There we go. Now, what more do you want? What more do you want on this? Let's see. I don't know. Where are we gonna go with it? Where are we gonna go with it? Those are green, right? Green bushes on back. Yes, of course they're green. Stupid. And we're creating. So the last I looked for the Zombie Pokemon series, I'm up to 268, I think. That's the current number of Pokemon that I've zombified. So these are not counting these. So I think there's like 12 or 13 here. Yeah. So. Yeah, I'm working through them, man. You know. Yeah, I'm just having a good time doing them. I'm not putting any pressure on myself to get them done or anything like last time. Last time I did the first gen in 2 months, and I didn't want to see another Pokemon like forever, you know. And then like somebody ordered one as a custom. Shuckle, I think it was. And I was like, oh, you know what? These were kind of fun. You know, these were kind of fun. The next thing I know, I'm like, I got another custom request for I can't remember the name of it. It's a bunny. It's an electric bunny. I can't. Scorn bunny. Yeah, I don't think he's electric though. Maybe I was mixing him up with something else. But yeah, Scorn Bunny. Somebody asked for a custom order of Scorn Bunny, and then I think another one, and I can't remember what that one is though. But yeah, so I got these Pokemon custom requests, and I was like, yeah, I was really enjoying those, and so I kind of crept back into doing the Pokemon because I really enjoyed them. You know, they're like little kaiju, like little Godzilla type kaiju, man. Like you could easily see this in a Godzilla movie, you know, but like more Godzilla-ish, obviously, like realistic and stuff. But when I put the zombie sort of characteristics in play, they do kind of mature a little bit, just by default, just by the way I'm drawing it, type of thing. But yeah, I love them. Yeah, and it's fun. It's just for fun. Like it's just for people to, yeah, it's for sort of what do you call it, hits or views or whatever. I'm sure but. For me, it's mostly the fun of it, because what else, man? What else? They're fun to come back to. Like I do them. Like I haven't done them in a while, and I just started doing these for CreatureCon like this week, like in the last 2 days. So I have all of these, like I have 13, like kind of ready to go, for CreatureCon. Kind of when I was on a roll, and I was like, oh yeah, like those are pretty. They're not complex, but they're like there's quite a bit to them. So getting that many done of that kind is really good. Because there's simpler ones you can do, obviously, but I wanted to pick ones that were kind of intermediate. And the thing too is you look at some of them and they're a lot more complex in like maybe designs on them. Like they have designs on them, and that's the part that's kind of complex if you're eyeballing it off the screen, So yeah, for those, I kind of leave to a day where I've got more energy, and I want to and usually with those, I'll just put the page up to the screen, and hopefully I'm able to see through it in order to just trace it out so it's all correct. You know what I mean? So yeah, because then you don't have to try to eyeball it, sit there forever. Yeah. Time is important when you're an artist. I could save time, but it is, and even for yourself, you should really if you want to become a serious artist and put the time in. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying if you want to just doodle and stuff and have a fun sketchbook with you and that. But if you want to become a serious artist, try creating a body of work and really stick to the program, the regimen of doing that, so that you have an online sort of sketchbook that anyone could access and see if they want, you to do work for them, if that's what you so desire to do, with your art, or if you want it hanging up in a coffee shop or something, or a restaurant or whatever, you may want to do that one day. But the first thing to do is the discovery of it, and the practice and things like that, and the joy. Notwithstanding, if for nothing else, just the joy and freedom of being able to draw is, can't even tell you how awesome that is. So yes, do pick it up for a very low price at your local dollar store. Get a pen, like this dollar store pen. Get a little sketch pad and a pencil, and an eraser. Get a mechanical pencil, because then you won't have to worry about your pencil sharpener and where you're gonna put the squeeze the rinds. Get a mechanical one. It's a lot better. You won't have to sharpen. That's a pain in the arse. Yeah. But get out there and draw. Get out there and draw. It's fun. It's awesome. Or stay in your room and draw. You weirdo. Freak. Oh. Gotta get away. There. I think that's a good. I like that. I really like that. Very zombified. What is his name again? Grottle. Yes, Grottle. Yeah. Names are hard. Down in the grotto. So we're putting the gray wash on the last one? Yes, the last one. I say. And again, the gray wash indicates depth. It actually takes away the intensity of the color that goes on top of it, that's used on top of it. And for zombie purposes, zombies aren't walking around with brand new clothes, man, or a shell and leaves and stuff that doesn't have dirt and dust on it and blood and Who knows what other constituents, a zombie Pokemon of this type would have on them. So coming out of the grave or just being turned into a zombie, on the soil or on the top, on the surface. Either way, you got to kind of depict him, in one of those types of scenarios, right? So what kind of zombie is he? I was going to put, and I will, but I was going to put just branches coming out of him. But I found a way to get out of it. I got to put branches coming out of the leaves. Again, because I want to retain the general idea and shape and visual, of this Pokemon. Yeah, I want people to, be able to. Now, if it was just the branches coming out of his shell, that would be cool. But that's something I would probably do in a comic or something to make it look like really extra sort of horror oriented. Here, I want to show it to be like, oh yeah, there is definitely some branches coming in there, which is a great visual. But at the same time, it doesn't take away from who the character or what the character is, right? Because for this, it's important because that's all there is. That's just this character. Because I see other, obviously there's going to be other zombie artists out there that do, stuff, and I find a lot of times I don't know who it is they're zombifying, or what or how they're zombifying things. It's weird to me. I don't know, but whatever, rock and roll, man. Master, it's really cool. I've been getting a lot of your shorts in my algorithm, so I thought I'd stop. Thanks, man. I know I'm an artist as well, and drawing makes me happy. That's awesome. Phil Gandy, hey, how's it going? Nice to see you too. Mass Hysteria, thank you so much for that. That's great. I'm glad you hopped on. CreatureCon. I hope I explained that enough. I hope that helped a little bit. It's interesting to kind of know where the shorts are kind of going and stuff, because I'm kind of interested in a little bit of that kind of stuff. Of course, I want to see if I'm getting in front of more eyes and things of that nature. So hopefully that's happening. So I guess that is. I'm really glad that you stopped in and keep on drawing, man. Keep on drawing, and hopefully you pick up a few little things here and there from what I'm doing too, and that helps. And or you hear an artist that I talk about, and you check out their work too. I try to spread the word to as many people as I can about artists that I like. Who have taught me, or at least influenced me, or that I just enjoy, but don't have any influence in my art really much at all, but that I just love, So I'm glad you guys could all make it, man. I'm really happy about that in front of CreatureCon 2, Excuse me. I'm always happy to get your subscription to the channel, man. I mean, it's the greatest thing. It really helps me get into a few more screens, and people checking out my work, which I think every artist kind of wants that, right? I know that's weird to say, but I know sometimes artists don't kind of want that I don't want to say fame, but just that kind of widespread notoriety for some reason. I've encountered that, and it's weird to me, but I understand where they're coming from, but it just seems kind of strange sometimes to me. So yeah. You know, artists that don't want to show their work to more people. I do. I want to reach more people. I want to communicate with more people. I want, you know, people to see my stuff and maybe hopefully like it, and you know. So light brown body, cream hair. Oh yeah, dark blue black shape. That old chestnut. Yeah, there we go. Dark blue back shape. Alright, so what am I going to do first? Cream face and hair. I'm going to do that first. Cream face and hair. Cream face and hair. So, you know, I'm doing the cream face. So, I'm doing the cream face and hair. And, so I'm doing the cream face and hair, but I'm going to add other things to it to dirty it up even further from that gray undertone. But here we go with the initial wash after the gray. After the gray. After the gray. There. Yeah, and you know what? Speaking of gray, I'm gonna put some of that in there. I'm gonna put some of that in there. Yeah, make his face look dirty. Look at his little dirty face. Look at his dirty little face. Hey, you're so dirty. Your little face. Look at his dirty little face. He's so dirty. Yeah, there we go. Yeah. Yeah. All right. And you know what? Here's this. I can actually go way over the line. I went way over the line. You guys went way over the line. You're suspended. No, I can actually go way out of the line because you're out of line. Because there's a darker color coming on top of this. So's that I can put that color on the top, and it's okay. Yeah, and you know what? That actually, whenever you can do that. Oh, this chair. Oh my goodness. All right, I got to do something about this chair, man. The chairman. I have to do something about this chairman. Where was I? Yeah, thanks, chair. Thanks for taking away thanks for stepping on my lines, man. Chair. You know where you're going. Look, I really appreciate your service, but for the love of goodness, like, try not to. Don't embarrass me. Anyway. Yeah, I can go over the line, and it's fine, because there's going to be a darker color on top of that. That's where I was going with that. Cream face and hair, dark blue thing on the back, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, light brown, okay. So light brown will go on top of this, you know, to show his fur, blah, blah, blah. But yes, I can, in fact, go over the line for this. Is his tail? Cream face and hair. That's it. The rest of it. Oh, light brown body, yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, yeah. You get to that point where you're like, oh, did I write everything down that I needed to? Anyway, yeah, okay, so that's good. That's the first wash on him. He'll be okay. There he goes. And now, putting more gray on the Z. This is the Zemo, or Zemino, or whatever the name of that Marvel character is. I think last seen in the Immortal Hulk comic. Maybe he appeared somewhere else, but I think that's the last time I saw him. That character, Zemino, old Silver Age character, man. Like one of those Tales of Suspense characters, you know, or one of those old Marvel horror, the Kirby ones, you know, and Kirby and Ditko ones. So it's Zemino and Zoidberg, man, put together, and that's who this Pokemon totally is. Yeah. For sure. So, white shaggy fur. Oh, dark green hands. What was I mixing? What was I doing? What have you done? Green. Oh yeah, that pine green. Pine green. Green. Yeah, pine green. That's what we're looking for here. There we go. Pine green. That's kind of piney. Pinny. Puny. Punny. Circle back to the punny. Oh, it's puny, douche. Yeah, that's that kind of pine green. And you know what? Besides, it doesn't really have to be necessarily a knockout because it is going to be likely covered with other things like possibly brown, and maybe other things too. Not sure yet, but I'll have to look into it. I'll have to look into it. We're looking into it. Yeah. The obvious cover up. We're looking into it. Like, just say it. Just say you're not. Just say it's a cover up. We're looking into it. We're adults. You can say it. Oh world, you stupid dum-dum. There. Yeah, that's a nice pine green. Adding a little bit of blue and black in there. Mr. Black in there, and his feet too, right? Dark green hands, feet, tail. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's yeah. His tail is that too, and that's underneath there. Yeah, it starts there. It starts there. Yeah, so I'm gonna just go there. I'm gonna just do that there. How about that? There. Oof. Oh. Ugh. There. Yeah. And this is the way I kind of do my art. It's kind of the same way for everything, especially these types of images, like the Zombie Daily images, the Pokemon series. Kind of everything is done kind of the same way. Pencil it first. Put the watercolor washes on, do the layers, and on top of the gray for the zombie stuff, and then ink it, yeah, do the inks, get the inks on there, and finishing touches. Oh yeah, the tail, yeah, so That's basically it, guys. It's not really that complicated, and I'm a pretty uncomplicated guy. Like, yeah, I'm going to take the path of least resistance, like 9 times, 10 times out of 10. So I'm going to try to find an art style that works for many reasons. One of those being. Clean up, like time spent peripheral to art. Time spent peripheral to art. Talk much? Oh, yeah. Keeping those things in mind, right? Keeping those things in mind. You're wanting to pick, mediums that you both enjoy and that are low maintenance. And watercolor is very low maintenance. Pen and ink is very low maintenance. It's relatively, you can theoretically do it for little money in art supplies. Depending on your level of professionalism, I guess. So yeah. So there, I think that looks great. Zemnu and Zoidberg put together, mashed together. In twain. Anything else? White shaggy fur, dark green hands, feet, tail, pine tree. Yes, pine green. Yeah, so there we go. So this guy, he's ready to ink, man, pretty much. I think I might add a little bit of, you know what, I think he had a bit of that green in his mouth there, area. But you couldn't kind of see it because of the hair. But now that I have the hair out of the way, there. I'm going to put a bit, I think I'm going to put a bit of yellow in his eyes. To kind of make him pop a bit. And, you know, I'm not necessarily going for the color of the, like the specific color of the Pokemon's eyes. For these, I'm really doing whatever I kind of want with the eyes that works. You know. So, that's how I'm handling these guys. So, whom will be next? How about the snake guy? Speaking of yellow, because he's got the... Oh, that probably sounded pretty bad. Let's see. I'm going to check the chat. Phil Gandy, that was the last one. Okay, there we go. Guys, I'm really glad to see all you out tonight, and really warms me heart. Really warms my heart. It really does. Love to welcome you into my studio and have a great time and watch me draw some stuff. Pokemon, no doubt. Some Pokemon, which I love. Oh no! I hit the camera. Did I leave any schmutz on it? No, I hope not. Okay, good. Okay. What's this over here? Oh, this is... Geez, another Pokemon. What a shocker. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to do the purple first. Oh, come on. I got no room, man. Oh, this chair is awful. Yeah. I'm the underdog from the underground. Somebody buy me a chair, sir. Can I have a new chair, sir? No. It was good enough for your predecessor, it's good enough for you. But, sir... Science. Yeah, that chair is awful. I gotta do something about that. Like, oh, really? Yeah, there we go. We got some nice purple in there. I think I'm gonna, oh man, I'm gonna have to put some white in there because I think it's lighter than that. Purple is hard. Ugh. Purple is hard. It's this whole thing that's purple, right? And the eye thing is yellow. Yeah, man. Yeah, some of these Pokemon were not difficult, but you really had to watch where you're going with the weird stripes and things on them. Yeah, and how they compacted things in the Pokemon. And you know, it's a little difficult to sort of add things or change things because it's so close together. Like all of the details, like important areas are very close together. You know, so we got that purple on the tail there as well. And I think that was it. I think that's all the purple. I actually went over here with the purple for a reason. For a raisin. There. There. Yeah. And then he has cream or yellow feet triangle things. Oh yeah, right. What about, and yellow, yellow under jaw too. Okay. So there's more yellow on him. And then I'm going to use blue for the black. I'm going to use blue for the black. And that will be fine right on top of that purple I just laid down, I think. And then I'm going to put that yellow. Now, this black is relatively inconsequential in where I'm putting it, because it is serving only to be a sort of base for the black that's going on top of it, or whatever I choose to put on top of it, rather, like whether it's scratchy lines like that scratchy chicken, or complete black, or feather lines, or whatever. So I'm adding the blue as a base, so I don't have to really butt it up against the yellow parts, because I don't really need to do that. But I think I want to keep a couple of those areas of damage in there. Yeah, so the blue here is going to be the base for the black that goes on top of it, or, like I said, either scratchy lines, because it says in the description that it is scales that he has. He has actual scales. So, how do you do? Like, I could theoretically put scales on him, Black body, red fangs, outer tail blade, yeah, yellow feet, triangle things, yeah, back, okay. Yeah, okay, gotcha. 10-4, good buddy. Is that one of those things? No, right? No, it isn't. Oh, no. Oh, well. The color I put on top will cover that. Yeah. No. What have I done? Anyway, that probably is good for him at this point. What else we got? Oh yeah, the purloined letter. What is he? Okay, dark purple head, body, tail. Wow. Oh yeah, but I gotta put the light purple in first. The lavender. Yeah, this. Yeah, that's what I should have used for Snaky Boy. But yeah, this is lavender. Maybe I can, you know what? Maybe there's enough white in this that I can cover it, which I will try to do. See me cover my mistakes. Covering my mistakes. I made a mistake. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that kind of works. There. Yeah, it's a lot lighter. This one, that one I could kind of keep that purple there, I think. Oh yeah, and that other side's blue, isn't it? Yeah. There. And then that's yellow. Now that's yellow up there. Pokemon Mon. Yeah, as zombies. We're really getting a lot of this particular series done, especially this weekend, because I'm kind of doing all these for the CreatureCon event that's happening this Friday, Saturday at Place des Arts, and the Radisson. Yeah, I will be at the Place des Arts for you guys to come and check out. I'd love to see you there. Be fantastic. Creature Con. If you haven't got your tickets, get your tickets. Plan on going. It's going to be an amazing, just a great time. Regardless of the wonderful things going on, just a great way to get out and check out some cool things. Yeah, that sells itself, man. Like, I don't need to sell that. Like, that's just a good time. It's just a good time. I'm going to be there. I'm looking forward to being there. I believe that this is the fourth one. Yeah, this is the fourth Creature Con in the lore, and I've been to basically every one of them since its inception. And I did a lot of the exclusive art for the Creature Con this year. Horror themed stuff, man. It's awesome. I love it. Of course, I love it. Why wouldn't I? What's not to like? What's not to like? What's not to like with horror stuff, man? It's all good. It's exhilarating fun. What are we gonna do? Brown fur body, ice tusks. Light blue mask with white surrounding. Right. Light blue mask with white surrounding. Put that in. With white surrounding, which is already there because of the gray. Right? See, that's where the gray, really, really helps. Having that gray, stand in for the white, because zombies. There is nothing pure white on a zombie, like nothing, not teeth, not eyes, not bone, nothing. So nothing. If nothing's going to be white, you might as well put the gray on there and use that as your white. So that's kind of my theory. On the whole thing, on the whole way of doing the zombie watercolor paintings, having that gray undertone. Plus it gives it depth, too. It gives it depth. A little bit of depth, So we're going with that. Light blue mask with white shroud. Okay. And brown fur body. Okay, so I can do that because the blue is surrounded by the white. The blues are surrounded by the white. And that's a good thing, because they won't be touching. No touching. Is it light brown? No. Brown. 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 Just make it brown. But, no, brown. But brown. Okay. And then, oh yes, the this. You know what? I'm going to do that first. I'm going to do that first. The muzzle is cream colored. Cream tan muzzle, yes. So I'm going to do that first. First of all. First of Lee. And then the nose, I think, was like pink or something. But again, like I'm putting the color on there, but chances are, and in fact, 1,000%, if you want to call it that, I will affect it with something else to dirty it up or bloody it up or something, add to the zombie characteristics in that muzzle. Whether it's blood or gore, what have you, and put a little bit of gray in there too. Yeah, again, like adding gray in there as I'm doing it, because the dry time is incredibly fast with this watercolor paper. So, Leaves you little room to make mistakes. Yeah, which is what I find with this. With this one, yeah. So I can't put the brown on right now. Can't put the brown on. Can't put the brown on. So I'll put this aside. I wonder if that sneaky one is already done. Oh my goodness, this chair is driving me nuts. Time we got 11:15. Okay. How much longer can I tolerate this chair? I have to get a new chair. There's no question about it. Like, you hear that? Yum. Yum. Let me check the chat. Phil Candy, hello. Natalie. Awesome. Thank you so much, Rot World. Hey. Sick. Dope. Thank you. Thank you, guys. I hope you got my message about the construction in front of Plaza's Arts. It's down to one lane on the Elgin Street side. I'll try to remember to email you tomorrow about that. So yes, Sick, in fact, sponsoring and putting on the CreatureCon this weekend. They're chiming in, saying hi on the channel. Man, we had a lot of people on chat tonight. Thank you guys for joining me here tonight, despite the creaky chair. We should put this in the new Conjuring movie, man. Annabelle's chair. Anna chair. Cella Bell. You know. It'll make $1 million in sequels. Billions of dollars in sequels. Oh, yeah, this chair's awful. Listen to it. Every move you make. It's true. All right, I'm gonna ignore the chair. Ignore the chair, and chair can't hurt me. Achoo! Oh my goodness! Woo! Excuse me, guys. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yeah, and these things are yellow as well. And I'm gonna, you know what? I'm adding some brown in there as well. What else was brown here? Oh yeah, him. Hemoglobin. He needs more hemoglobin. There. Because it was too intense, man. It was too intense a brown. Going to Brown Town. There, yeah, I like that. I like that brown, or I like that rust. Because it seems like these things on him are metal. But it does. Don't know what they are. I didn't look that far into the research on this snake blade guy. Did I write his name down? Seviper. I got voices in my head. Seviper. Yeah. Seviper, I guess. Because he's got a tail with a big knife on it. There. Is there something there? Oh no, okay, that's just his purple thing there, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I see it now. There. So guys, I'm drawing Pokemon as zombies because I am Rob Sachetto, the zombie guy. Hi, this is my studio. Welcome into my studio, guys. I hope you've watched a few. I hope you've subscribed. I also hope that you're enjoying tonight's live stream. I really enjoy doing these for you guys. You know, people have been asking me to do these for years, and finally I'm doing it, man. Let's see. Muzzle, under head, under neck. Oh yeah, that. Okay, so let me just outline. I'm going to outline the parts that are going to be cream. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And, what else? Oh yeah, the feet, the back feet. But cream muzzle, okay, front shoulder. Oh yeah, okay. So it's the shoulder that is the tan. So that means this too. But I thought those feet were white. Cream muzzle, under head or under neck or neck, front shoulder right above eye, and back behind paws. Okay, that's right. All right, there we go. Oh my goodness, really? I'm gonna try to get into a position where, yeah, no, it's not gonna work. If I'm painting, I have to move around, so that's no good. Moving around isn't good. All right. I'm gonna try to not make that chair sound too badly. I'm gonna go with different purples here, and almost blues and reds, and really capitalize on the colors. Yeah, that was what I was trying to say. Yeah, I'm doing a nice because you know what, I think this character, this cat character, needs to be bolder, and I'm gonna put like heavy, holding lines, the whiskers and everything. A dark purple head, body, tail, light purple eyes. Okay, so everything. So yeah, I'm doing as much of the purple as I can, sort of freestyle. I know that sounds weird, but I'm gonna kind of make it different colors, but not in a weird bad way. I'm just gonna mix things. I'm gonna mix things a lot more. Yeah, and remembering that that's cream in there. There. Yeah, putting together some zombie Pokemon cat action. There's a few great words the internet likes. Zombie cat Pokemon action. Yeah, the internet loves those words put together for sure. I gotta use a bigger brush here. What am I doing? Yeah, this is something I'd be like, I would be like going, shouldn't you use a bigger brush? Yeah, I need a bigger brush. Ain't got time for a small brush. I gotta really. So these things I laid down. These purple areas I laid down to begin with is very different from the purple I'm using, as you can see. as you can see, you know. But yeah, I don't know why I thought he had white paws. Maybe I messed it up. But no. Dark purple head, body, tail. Light purple eyelids. Those things. Cream muzzle under head. Cream muzzle. Uh-oh. Where's his muzzle? Oh, is that his muzzle? Okay, I think this is his muzzle. That? Okay. I think that's his muzzle. Muzzle tough. Shoulder above eye and black. Yeah, the paws there. So cream, 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 cream. Yeah, and cream for the muzzle. Muzzle tough. Yeah. But what was? I don't know. Yeah, I keep thinking that those front paws were light, and I hope I didn't mess it up. You know, like I just messed that up. Okay, I gotta concentrate. Sorry, guys. Just on this because again, like I'm gonna have to really fix that cream part because this paper is incredibly unforgiving. Yeah, and if I messed up the paws, then yeah, I'll have to like literally white them out with whiteout pen, or I guess I could use acrylic paint to cover them. So yeah, there is that fix. But yeah, he should have had the shoulder covered. Yeah. Okay, so the shoulder covered with the tan. Oh well. Yeah, sometimes you have to kind of concentrate a bit, you know. Can't get too far off the reservoir. There. Oh yeah, and his massive, his tail there. That weird shape his tail's in. And you know what? I kind of like having a little bit of that red pop up in there. I might dull it a bit. Like I might put some blue in there, but I kind of like having some of that in there. You know, obviously, why not have more sort of red as a color in a zombie drawing, right? So, but I'm going to put more of that around the lips, I think. Because, yeah, that muzzle, I'm like, what? I don't know where it begins and ends now. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this should be purple, too. This should be purple. Yeah, that should be purple also. Because, there's only the tan and, lavender or whatever in there. So yeah. There. Yeah, I love this. I love this Pokemon too. I think the cat's great. Even though it's not like kaiju, you know, like a Godzilla type kaiju. I still like doing it, man. Yeah, they're fun. They're so much fun. What's not to like? They're awesome. So I'm going to be finishing these at CreatureCon. I hope you guys check it out. Big horror kind of event shown happening this weekend, this Friday, Saturday, in Sudbury, Ontario. I just happen to be close by, and I'm going to be there as well. So yes, come and see me, Sideshow Cecil. Yeah, come and see me there. I will be drawing up a storm and I'll be working on these actual Pokemon there. So it's like you're watching me live, and in a couple days you'll be watching me live drawing, continuing to draw these. Yeah. Pretty crazy, but it's true. So guys, I hope you've been having a great week so far. It is blasting by like crazy. Wow. But the pot of gold at the end of that rainbow is CreatureCon, man. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. As I said, I hope you guys can make it. Lots of guests, lots of movies. Just some great horror experiences there in different media. I'll be there, of course. Mind if I give the eulogy? Calculon! All of my circuits. Okay. Just checking the Tim. It is 11:31 right now. I am going to persevere for about another 30 minutes. And I'm going to have to call it an evening, guys. So if you enjoyed what you saw tonight, please subscribe to the channel and get much, much more. I'm a real person, no AI. I'm drawing real things with real materials. I'm doing traditional art. I have done so for basically my entire life. And I am continuing to do that to present day and every day for Zombie Daily. So check out Zombie Daily. The link is in the description below, of course. Check out Zombie Daily for new zombie art every single day. Start your day with new zombie art. Bookmark that, check that out on a daily basis. You never know what I'm going to do. You never know what I'm going to zombify and post next. Could be anything from across pulp culture and beyond. So yeah, lots of mystery and intrigue there. So do check it out. Yeah, that's half the fun, is not knowing what I'm gonna post. So. Unless I'm doing like a week-long extravaganza of something like Pokemon or pinups or something where it's like a solid week of that. But most of the time, like most of the time, it's absolutely random. You could see dinosaurs on there. You could see, man, like any type of animal, insect. Zodiac sign, emoji, like everything on Earth has been zombified by me on there. So do check it out and marvel at the just sheer amount of zombie art there. And they say practice makes perfect. I am far, 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 far from perfect. Yeah, I am not a perfectionist. I take things to their closest rational conclusion, but I am not a perfectionist. I don't think anyone really can be, because that's not feasible. It's not feasible to be a perfectionist, whatever that is. So I am not a perfectionist by any means. I'm a guy who gets zombie artwork done and has been doing that for 20 years professionally. I've worked for the Walking Dead show. I've worked for the Talking Dead show. uh, I've done work for Bicycle Cards, Simon & Schuster, the publisher, IDW Comics, many different comic book companies. I've done a bunch of stuff for indies. My own comic, Cape Fear. I've done tons and tons of artwork, comic book artwork over the years as well. Silverline actually carries a comic that I did when I was a kid almost. Like it was probably 30 years ago. Silverline Comics. What is it called? Blood something. Not Blood Fart, but it was. I can't remember what it is. But if you go on there, check out Silverline Comics. And I have a comic that I did there with Terry Pallett, who is a talented inker, worked for Marvel for many years. I penciled and he inked the comic. I think even the cover too. I think we did the cover too. So yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, it's fun. Like you get to see how I drew a billion years ago. Yeah, but Silverline Comics, and I can't remember the name of the comic. I'm sure if you go there and you type in Rob Cicetto, you'll find it, no problem. I don't know how many comics they even published, but yeah, and it's a big comic too. I think it's a big. I don't know. I know that they sent me a few copies of it, and there was different printings of it, which I thought was really cool. Like, I can't even remember what the printings were like specifically, but there was different printings where there'd be like maybe the script or something is in this one, and or the art too. Like the penciled art or something, yeah, like the roughs, whatever. I think there was extra stuff like that in a couple of the different printings, but yeah, it was great. Like the different printings were really cool. So you could get the regular printing, I guess, and then you could get these different types of printings, and I thought that was really awesome. And who knows, they still might have that on their site. So yeah, if you want to see Rob Cicetto art as a baby, go check that out. I don't have those pages. I don't believe I own those pages, and who knows where they are. Maybe Terry has them. I don't know, but irregardless, they do exist. One thing is for certain, they do exist. Yeah, so a little bit of comic book stuff from way back. I was working for a company, I can't remember the name of them now because it's been a while, but it was one individual, and he put out a magazine format horror comic anthology every year, and he asked me to contribute to it, and I said, yeah, sure, and I contributed to maybe 2 or 3 of them. I did like maybe 2 or 3 different. There was one with the Mafia, a Goodfellas sort of thing, a Gilligan's Island Dr. Moreau mashup with zombies, and a swamp thing type guy. Did I write that one or did he write that one? Anyway, yeah, those 3. So I did 3 different short stories for this horror anthology, and he sent me the copies, or the copy rather, but I can't remember what the name of it is now. But yeah, I did that too. Those were fun. I think they were like 8 pages or 12 pages or something. And but comics are a lot of work. And I remember I think the reason why I didn't do any more was because he couldn't offer much as a page rate, and I was kind of doing it for fun. I was kind of doing it for just the kind of practice. Of course, I was getting paid, but it was nothing. It was like really not much of a page rate. So, but I didn't really care that much. I was like, yeah, you know what, I'm doing it. Oh, good, I get paid too. But I wanted to do some comic stuff. And who knows, I might end up using that stuff for a Cape Fear anthology one day. I think I own the artwork for it. I own the artwork for it, but I'm sure it's been over 3 years since it's been published. So I'm sure the art rights come back to me. Or something. So, yeah, and I still have all that art. Yeah, guys, if you want to buy original art, man, I would suggest doing it soon before it is gonzo forever zo. Yeah, I highly recommend investing in don't play the casinos, man. Don't play the casino. Don't do the online casino stuff. Just invest in art and like original art. That stuff ain't gonna be made anymore soon. So anyone hanging on to original art, and man, what's not to love about original art anyway? Like, that is like such an amazing thing to have. It's almost like a tattoo, but you're not committed to having it on your body, and you can show it off, and people always gasp at it. You know what I mean? It's like, to me, it's almost an ultimate status symbol, man, is having original art. Like, you know, especially from a professional artist, like someone out there that, you know, has a following, has a huge body of work that's, you know, well renowned, well regarded, you know, things of that nature. That art is going to be worth money very soon, and it's not like, oh, I got to sit on it for 20 years before it makes any money. No, the way things are going now, with the way art is being, you know, done, produced, used, and whatever, you know, there won't be any use for people like me doing traditional art, right? It'll become just a what do you call it? A status symbol almost, having original art, you know, at that point. So, yeah. Because nobody will be doing it. Nobody will be disciplined in the ways of you know, doing traditional art, right? Or there'll be very few. And I'm not like that's not that far away. Like that's not far away at all. Like, that's why I'm saying, if you want to invest in stuff, invest in original art, you know? Because all that stuff is like super immigrants, those immigrants. I knew it was the immigrants, even when it wasn't the immigrants. Black body, red fangs, and outer tail blade. Blade. It's Blade. I love Blade. I love that movie. I love the second one. Oh my goodness. Guillermo gave us a great sequel. Almost like that like the first Blade and the second Blade are almost like Terminator 2, man. Like they're that kind of dynamic, you know. Great movies, great beginner movies, and then different but amazing sequels, you know. Kind of like Aliens, Terminator 2, yeah, Aliens. That type of, I think Blade is just like that, man. Like, Blade was awesome. I loved it. I loved Blade. Wesley Snipes. Yeah, man. I really I popped big time with his appearance in Wolverine, Deadpool Wolverine, man. Yeah, I was like, that was awesome. I thought that was awesome. Yeah. Hopefully he gets in there with the Marvel stuff. Yeah, Wesley Snipes is awesome, I think. I mean, I don't know what he's like as a real person or whatever, but I don't really care. You know. think he was in jail for tax evasion or something. It's like, whatever. It's not like he killed a guy, you know. Taxes. Yeah, how many people would be put in jail if that was a real thing for everybody? Everybody got the same treatment. Yeah, you know. Oh yeah, that's good. Okay, douche. I think I'm gonna add that yellow cream. I'm gonna add the cream, and then I think I'm gonna go into the bed. I'm gonna drift off into the bed, into bedtimeness. Yeah, I'll probably watch some things first. Yeah, as is par for the course. There we go with the cream. That is cream, right? Yes, of course. Yes, of course, darling. Yes, of course, darling. It's cream. It was cream from the beginning. It's cream still. Cream. Yeah. Wes Craven's Cream. There we go. Nice cream color in there. And of course, like I keep telling you, like I keep saying, like I said earlier, I'm gonna rough up the edges a little bit. I'm gonna rough up the color, add some brown in there and stuff like that. Make it look dirty. Make it look dirtier. Because zombie. Gotta keep it zombie. You know. But for real, that's and you can hear my chair agreeing with me like a jerk. Muzzle toff. The muzzle there, and the parts above the eyes. He's got the eyes. There. Good. Yeah, I think that kind of does it. Okay. Okay. That's it, class. What was I gonna do here? You know what? I'm gonna try something. I don't think this even works anymore. It's a different purple altogether. Because I have all kinds of different purples in there. I'm like, I'll use this to fill in the tips, but it's dead. I think the whole thing is dead. I think I'm gonna try this though, but I think it is also quite dead. Yeah, it's pretty dead, and it's a really dark purple. Yeah, but because, like I said, so this is dead. Man, that takes up a lot of real estate on my art table, I'll tell you that much. Look at that. Look at the size of that. Yeah, so, if it's dead, then it's got to get out of the way. It's got to get out of the way. What do you think this is, China? What do you think, there's just dead bodies sitting everywhere? Okay, so I have to use a bit of this, and a bit of this, and there, just a wee, and let's see if I can actually integrate. Let's see if I can integrate that. Yeah, kind of, it does. I really want the tail to be, detailed to the point where it's interesting. It looks interesting, and I'm adding these sort of other purples and things in with the hair and blues, putting blue in there too, and getting some nice results. Look at that, right? That looks great. I love that. I think that looks. I think that looks almost scary, but I think it does almost. You know. And I'm going to use a bit of, what's this? Okay, I'm going to use a bit of brown, a light bit of brown, with a light bit of yellow for the teeth. And do that. And then put this in the fur a bit. Yeah. Mix up that purple and blue and all that stuff with the brown. You know, and I like the richness of that. You know. Put a little bit in there. You know. And the teeth there, and then I'll use that for the nose, and I'll add some of this, and you know, maybe some under there, a little bit of that, a little bit of this for the whiskers. Oh yeah, that big long whisker there, big long whisker there. There. Yeah, I like that. Maybe the other one's a little too long. Maybe too thick. Not too long. Maybe too thick. But then what I'll do is I'll take this, for example, and do this. There. Yeah. Yeah. Whiteout pen always works. Safety always off. So that's this character, man. I really like that. I think, man, you know what? I'm almost. Am I actually done? No. What? Aha. There's another one up here. Oh, and I think I've got to do the dog one more. Yeah, the dog one is the... Okay, you know what? I'm going to do that right now because I think I'm ready with brown. I think the brown is almost kind of ready to go. So I'm going to put the darker brown behind him. It's a little too dark. And you got to really get to it before it dries, man. My goodness. Yeah. But we're almost done. Like, we're almost done the first, they're almost ink ready. Like, all of them. So, like, all the new, 6? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I did 7 new Pokemon, like, just before I pressed play tonight. Or started recording or started streaming. Like, yeah, wow. That's pretty crazy. But you know what? I was on a roll, and I was like, yeah, I want to have a lot of stuff to do at CreatureCon. I want to have a lot of stuff to work on, and if I don't get it done, no big deal, you know. But new Pokemon, and I love doing the Pokemon, right? So why not do the Pokemon when I'm at CreatureCon, Pokemon CreatureCon, you know? Yeah. And yes, I really enjoy doing them, of course. So makes it a lot easier and better. Yeah. What is his feet? Dark. Oh yeah. Cream face hair, light brown body. Cream face hair. Oh yeah, and he's got that. That shape. That blue shape on his back. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing these Pokemon while I'm at CreatureCon, finishing them up, doing the finishing on them, and that's why I'm trying to get so many of these done before CreatureCon. It's just around the corner. Oh my goodness. Yeah, CreatureCon is this Friday. And I'm going to be there, man. I'm going to be there, Holmes. I'm going to be there, and I'm really looking forward to it. Yeah, seeing all the fans, seeing all the guests, interacting with all the vendors, and oh man, it's going to be so great. I can't wait. I hope you guys come. You should come. Yeah. Yeah, you got to come. You got to come and check it out and enjoy yourself while you're there. There's so many things going on, horror movies. It's a giant horror con. It's taken up actually 2 venues. It's taking up Place des Arts, where I will be, and it is also taking up the Radisson Hotel ballroom, I think. So yes, definitely check it out, guys. You will be glad you did. And come say hi and watch me draw live. Yeah. You see me draw live now. Watch me draw live. Yeah, I'll be drawing there. I'll be there drawing as I'm off to do. Yeah, I usually do a lot of drawing when I'm at cons. For many reasons, as I've outlined many times, and artists that do cons, I really do highly suggest that you bring work to do, and do work at your table with your art present. As you're selling your art, as you've got your art out on the table. Do some work, do some art while you're there, in a sketchbook even. Show people that you are the one that is responsible for all the art on the table, and people will love watching you draw too. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful thing, and it's an icebreaker too. You can start talking about your art and what it means to you, and why you think it's special, and people will see your work and hopefully love it, and you'll end up having a great day, at the con. But yes, bring art with you. That's a huge piece of advice that I learned, again on my own. And I think I started doing that right from the get-go. I would have to say, maybe not. The first con that I think I did was Fan Expo in Toronto. I think that was the first con I did, and I think it was. I think that I was so I was so busy selling the having the zombie handbook there, promoting the zombie handbook there, and selling like mad copies. There was literally a lineup at the table for the book, and there was like media coming behind the table to do spots, to do media spots on the zombie handbook. So yeah, I did not draw there. Probably for the first couple years that I did those cons, because it was that kind of busy. There was that kind of response to the zombie handbook and portraits, So I don't think I maybe did a ton of drawing then, but I probably even did bring stuff with me at some point. But then I made it an absolute thing where I'm definitely bringing art with me to work on. As I'm, while I'm at a con, for a lot of, like I said, a lot of reasons, right? A lot of reasons. So I'm putting the blue in there, but we're gonna affect that later on. Look at how cute that little guy looks. Oh my goodness. So there. Oh yeah, and the grotto guy in the grotto. What is his thing again? Oh yeah, yellow, light green, yellow shell with brown ridges, foot cuffs. Oh yeah, yellow foot cuffs, white claws, green bush saw back. Okay, you know what? For this guy, I am going to do a massive yellow wash that will basically take care of everything except for the claws, and can actually cover everything because most of his shell is yellow. And then green and brown go on top of yellow quite well. So I don't have to worry about, in fact, going over any lines because, there'll be brown and green on top of that yellow. But folks, I'm starting to fade, man. Even monsters need their rest. So I'm gonna have to power down. And but man, we did a lot. We did a lot tonight. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna definitely, finish up the washes on this. And that gray and the yellow work beautifully together, I find. The yellow being dampened by that rich gray underneath, So I'm gonna leave it like this, and then put the greens and browns where they should go. This is probably gonna be the last one I do before I do CreatureCon because I've got enough, man. I've got enough to work. I've got enough to work on. I think I'm just gonna have to bring enough pens and other materials to do it. But yeah, I'll be working on these Pokemon at CreatureCon. This Pokemon CreatureCon. This Friday, Saturday, guys, come check me out. Say hello. Please subscribe to the channel. I would love that if you could. That would really make my day, make my life. Actually, I can't tell you how much it means to me, guys, to have your support and interest is really massive, and appreciate it. Thank you to all the new subscribers. I'm utterly. It's hard for me to wrap my head around the new subscribers. How many new subscribers have joined the channel in the last little bit. And thank you to the old subscribers as well. All subscribers are good subscribers, and thank you so much for it. Like I said, your attention, your interest, your support is massive to me. And if you want to see more stuff, it really does help the channel grow and become higher up in that echelon of algorithm streamery, rich streamery butter. So yes, you'll be seeing me do a ton of Pokemon this weekend at CreatureCon. Pokemon CreatureCon together. Thanks again, guys, for watching. I will see you all again soon. Let me get up here. Oh, this chair's got to go. It doesn't even roll anymore. It hasn't rolled for a long time. It's awful. Okay, I got to get rid of that. But in the meantime, guys, thank you so much for watching again. Please like and subscribe. I'm going to check out the chat just for one more moment, just in case anyone chimed in. Okay, good. But until next time, guys, best wishes, love. I will see you soon. Thanks for watching.